The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Isaac. Off the mark. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Pass to the rim, and good work defensively as the pass is taken away. Lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Number 31.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Number 18.
Tosses. Flushes down the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Curling inside. Lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Surveys the floor. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
I'm about to put this on a brief pause for a minute. I need to make another phone call before I finish this game, so bear with me.
For his career, 76%.
I'll let Isaac make the start before I pause this.
Down the first.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7.
2 for
Sorry, viewers. I was sitting up here on the phone, setting up Wi-Fi for my new apartment. So it will take a lot of time for me to set up everything when I get to my new apartment tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be playing Friday Night SmackDown Universe mode tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Thursday. I will do it if I'm not too busy setting up my house. So look forward to that one. Let's get this game started.
2 on that trip. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
Isaac. Here comes the screen. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. Jay, this is getting scary.
This is our first time
If
playing
you're
the
defense,
Pistons,
you have
to
to
be
deny
honest.
him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe
Ever
throw
since
a
the
zone.
season
Maybe
started.
even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Jonathan Isaac sends it away. It's Detroit's ball. Oh, he had it. Take stock of the floor. They love this hustle. And that's a backcourt violation. Substitution being made in this one. Nice pass to get things going.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Drummond. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Rozier with it. The score, 14-all. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
There's no way he
Look,
made
I'm
that
not the one
shot.
to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lakers ball. Spins and scores.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Drummond. For 3, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Isaac. Here comes the screen. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pistons ball here. And the finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Can't connect from in close. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side.
Bro, number 18
Great
needs,
contest
or
by
28
the D,
needs
but
to
I
be
want to see the coaching staff
traded.
call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That's me. Got ball.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It was right there. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Pistons have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Beyond the arc for 3. And he buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
To Drummond. To Rozier. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Not easy.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Drummond. Oubre. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Oh, that's how it's done.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 34.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rozier into the front court. Down 6. Can't miss those. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots each and every one of them.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Pistons have it. Finish that. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And he finishes at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Los Angeles, they have it. And he buries it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 3 for 3 in this first half.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Fires the 3. He was all over him. The shot, almost. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here comes the screen. Off the assist.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Shot won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Anthony Davis. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Probing the defense. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
From long range. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Great pass to set it up. And count the basket.
Yes. Good work. Good work.
Number 10.
To Davis. He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And that's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Lakers entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pistons are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Three-point shooting. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's Detroit's ball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Cashes in for two.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Jumper's good.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Baseline drive. Oh,
Why nobody
ferocious slam
block? I don't
inside.
understand that.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. To the rim. Flushes down the slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Lakers at the controls right now. Sizing up the defense. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oubre. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed it at the line. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Isaac. draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Able to convert on both free throws. Going to launch beyond the arc. Collected by Drummond. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3, well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Drummond. Josh Hart with a piece.
Don't.
Lets it fly from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
New blood coming in for both sides. Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen to Drummond. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Here we go. My ball. My ball.
To Davis. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Anthony Davis with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. 3-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. Pistons ball here.
Here it comes.
To Rozier. Probing the defense. Anthony Davis sends it away. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Detroit with 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Tough make through traffic.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Davis. this right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Pistons have it. To Kelly Oubre. Oh, emphatic slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. Pistons basketball here to start the 4th quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And he makes them both. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
He buries it off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Screen coming. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Drummond. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To Davis. The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Number 18. Subbing in for Los Angeles. Number 7.
To Kelly Oubre. The jumper's off the mark.
I got ball. It's all me.
Fires the three. Can't connect. Oubre to Drummond. Trying to cash in. Drummond off the mark. Los Angeles has the basketball. Whoops, that won't go. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in.
Fires the three. Won't go down. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Now 4 for 9.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Kelly Oubre. Nice pass to set things up. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. Deep two there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Entering the game for the Lakers. Number 13, John Hart.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
To number 9. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
The assist from number 9. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Deep left corner. Oubre. Jonathan Isaac. That one off the mark. It's no good. There's the toss. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And breaks it up.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Josh Hart. Here's a chance from long range. Unbothered. Josh Hart hits the three.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Driving right to the basket. Add 2 points to the board.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Josh Hart. From long range. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Screen coming. Spinning shot, won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pistons put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track.
Second chance points.
The Los Angeles Lakers looked very impressive today, especially when it came to capitalizing on their own missed shots. The way they kept extending possessions wore out the D and earned them the win.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Los Angeles Lakers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.